Looking for a great holiday gift idea? Look no further than TylerPaper.com's FocusInOn.me. Any of the thousands of East Texas photos on the site can be put on desktop organizers, t-shirts, ceramic tile mosaics, coffee mugs, and many more other unique and one-of-a-kind gifts. Just use the FocusInOn.me search to find galleries from your school or event.
Good afternoon, East Texas. This is Danny Mogle and Kenneth Dean. Here's some of the stories we've been following. They had a plane crash in Cherokee County, and they've identified the victim in there, a John Thomas Steeper of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that accident happened last night, and I know that the FAA is already on scene, and they're working that accident, and I think they pass off that information to the National Transportation Safety Board. They'll compile all the information, and it'll probably be months before we know what really happened. But
it said it was a twin-engine plane going from Houston to Tulsa.
Right.
And it had crashed in Cherokee County in a rural area. It says that we have one victim. Do they think there were other people aboard?
No, they think there was only one person. Yeah, that one person was on board.
Okay. Also, we had a report this afternoon of more problems at the Varsity Place Apartments. Maybe a big fight?
Well, that's what the call came out and over the radio, and Tyler police quickly responded. I actually pulled up to the Varsity Place Apartments about the time a lot of the police officers were getting there.
Right.
And
did you see anything?
I did see a large crowd of people running from the back of the apartment complex to the front. When they saw police, they really kind of scattered.
Wow.
I talked to Don Martin at the Tyler Police Department. He says that they went out there because there was a reported large fight in progress, but when they got there, they didn't find anything.
Okay, I thought they were supposed to have police on the site at all times.
Well,
they
backed off of that. They backed off of that. Their mobile command unit is now at Broadway Square Mall, and that's because of the shopping frenzy. So they want to try to protect shoppers, out there. But they hadn't had a lot of problems in the last couple of weeks, so they decided to scale it back out there.
We hope things are not going on the bad side again out there. Another story that you are covering, a 28-year-old man is now behind bars in connection with a possible assault of a little child.
Right, 2-year-old Annabella Bowling. Everybody in her family calls her Bella. But she's in Children's Hospital. She's still in critical condition. And I sat down with the family last night, her father and her grandparents, and talked to them. And they, at the time I arrived at their home, they did not know that Joshua Williams had been arrested. They were very relieved, and they worked all week to try to see this man behind bars.
What's the connection of the suspect to the child?
He is the mother's fiance, and so Smith County tells me that they're still investigating this. Future charges may be pending against other parties in this. But right now, Joshua Williams is charged with injury to a child. That's a first-degree felony, and he's being held in the Smith County Jail on a $250,000 bond.
How's that little girl doing?
She's recovering, but doctors say that this little girl's a fighter. She suffered 5 broken ribs, torn intestine, bruised spleen, ruptured aorta, artery. She really was in bad shape when she got to Children's Hospital.
Terrible. And we're understanding that the family is opening a fund for this.
Yes, they're opening the Bella Bowling Fund, and that's going to be at the bank in Chandler. Citizen State Bank in Chandler. So if you would like to donate to try to help this family offset some of the cost there with, Bella, then they'd appreciate that.
There's a lot of comments on that story.
There are a lot of comments on that story, and a lot of people are, when you have a child, and this is what the sheriff's office told us yesterday. When you have a child like this involved, it makes it real hard for them to do their jobs because it makes everybody. It just outrages people.
Yeah, it says that she suffered broken bones, a bruised spleen, ruptured aorta. Terrible internal injuries. One
of the nurses told the family that they believe that somebody not only beat her, they saw knuckle prints on her forehead, but they believe somebody may have just stomped on her with their foot.
Horrendous sounding.
Yes.
We're always keeping up with breaking news at the Tyler Paper, tylerpaper.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, it's the McLaurin family, stationed in Ramstein, Germany. Want to give a shout out. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to our family in Mount Pleasant, Texas. Say hi.